This is the stepchild of the farm. I don't care what anybody says. Everyone's like, oh, I love the John Deere, the 4440s and the 46. No, we hate this thing. 2 against 3. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. Offer us high bid, $97,000 out the door. Cash money. Come on with it.
Everybody who comments they love this tractor, y'all come drive it for free.
Everybody who comments that they love this tractor, please show up at our farm with a check. No, show up with a money order, or just come drive it for like 30 minutes. You wonder why we would literally want to just push it off in a ditch. Blue's better than green, and I said it.
Just another typical day at Griggs Farms LLC. Tree trimmer and lumberjack today. Alright, seriously though, we're out here doing some necessary field maintenance today. We've got a lot of fields from the 2 ice storms we had this winter that got a lot of tree limbs down. Actually got several trees down, and so while Matt's finishing up spraying these burn down strips before me and him can get started on any kind of dirt work, doing any washes, me and Kelly are out here cleaning up around the edges of the fields best we can, and trying to get it all to where we can get as much crop in on this ground as we can this year. But that's what we're doing today. We'll try to check back in while we're doing this, let you see what all we're getting into today.
Yeah, so got a call this morning. Our freezer was delivered, and then had to do that. And then 47 people called me before noon. I didn't even brush my hair and getting out of the house today. We spent all weekend at a go-kart event race thing, and I sucked in more dirt than anybody ever wants to. Dirt tracks are awesome. Matt, me, and Carter worked it, so I'm exhausted and tired. Didn't realize go-karts weigh a lot. They do. So now we're out pushing trees and pulling trees and cutting trees. So I have to drive the Razor because it's street legal. At this rate, I don't even care if I get pulled over. I might just go get the Can-Am. Zach's like, beep it. I agree. And it's a Monday. Everything just
It's like 1:45.
I don't even know what time it is. We haven't eaten lunch yet. I've had to run back to the shop like 47 times. And then this guy over here is just like, just rolling along, and then keeps texting us, oh, there's more trees over here. So I'm gonna ride around this. I have not ridden around this farm or the farm over there, but I've ridden around pretty much all the ones near the house. So we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna eat first, then we're gonna roll with it.
Eat my bologna sandwich and my stale Doritos.
Yeah. Happy Monday. Yes, the joys of farming. When you find massive trash in the field, probably from 1940 something. But it looks like we got a big drainage problem that is getting worse by the minute. So my guess is probably years ago, you know, they didn't have dumps. They just dumped in their creeks or in the ditch. So now I got garbage, metal garbage, that can tear up a planter. So I'm gonna have to come back with the Can-Am and a 13-year-old, and look, you got our work cut out for us. It looks like they tried to burn it at one point because these are ancient Pepsi cans. And then we still got garbage all down through here. I mean, it's all the way down there. And then, make matters worse, yeah, that's gonna need some dirt work. So this whole field, you got a pond up there that drains down here, and then you got another pond right on this. This is just one big drainage. So looks like we're gonna be doing some dirt work and some cleanup because I got trash everywhere. You can see where the water's pushed it all. I found another tree down there. You can see it. Zach's got to push that. The landlord on the other side had all this work done, so we have wider space to get in there, but we have to come in with the disc and the do-all, and there's a whole bunch of limbs and trees that they really didn't clean up. They did a really good job, but you know, we've had so much rain, water's kind of pushed stuff out. Have to go around this edge really quick, and then I think we'll be good and I'll move to the next farm. But this is definitely on my list of cleanup jobs. Separate trees. What the heck? Where's the track hole when you need one? No, apparently we have lumberjack Zach over here. It's gonna be fun.
That's why I wore my flannel today.
You gotta look the part if you're gonna play the part. Oh yeah, she coming down nicely. Look at all these trees that are down. I really wish we had a track hoe about now. But y'all, these cover crops, look at them. That is a thing of beauty right there. I always stand back. You never know with this crew right here. Fails, you get the log chain and you just drag the one tree that's on top of two other trees over the top of them, and that's how you do it. That ice storm that we had on February 4th and 5th that took the tree on our house too, really did some havoc on these trees. So in these little ditches over here, they just fell over. This huge one fell over on top of a dead one that fell on top of two more dead ones. Not as bad as at our house, but ice got pretty bad here too. So I know y'all are just so excited to see us pull trees today. Farming is such a glamorous life. Woo, yeah. Going now, she's taking everything else with her. Oh, almost done. We have one more farm to go to, and then I think then we're heading back to the shop. So Zach cut that dead tree down because, well, it's annoying. And I made the executive decision to cut these little ones down so we could probably get the planter through. And then I saw these white things. Y'all, look it! Baby owls! Oh! He saved them! So the mama and me kind of made a little makeshift area over here behind this tree, hoping mama will come get them later, but I don't know what else to do. I used gloves to pick them up, so they're not hurting at all. They let me pick them up, so maybe they'll come get them. So maybe mama will come find them later and she'll put them in a new nest, or, you know, I don't know at this rate. They're probably gonna die, but I tried my best. Look how beautiful. least I think they're owls. I don't know what they are. I'll have to Google and find out, but they're together. They're not hurt either, so we're doing good. Tell me you've been planting around a tree for the last 3 to 4 years without telling me you've been planting around a tree. We decided, no, we're gonna come take care of this. Yep, we're done. And I found a ball in the field. Sucker's so good, I'm taking it home with me. Sometimes it's the little things that you find. I bet you he's gonna be able to push this. It's been there a while. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah! There it is. That snap. Thing of beauty when you just push it off into the woods and you don't have to cut anything down. So just like that, we are all done. Got our last farm, and we are headed back to the shop.
All right, tree work's done. Edges of the fields are all prettified again. Now on to the next big task of getting washouts filled in and dirt work done.
Oh my God.
We're tired and not as agile as we thought we were, dodging trees falling.
Welcome to Armadillo Day, where we are going through the fields and marking off every armadillo hole. And Zach is taking the chisel plow and we're chiseling them up. We'll come back with probably the do-all and smooth it all out. So far, I've put down 14 flags and we've only got 1/4 acre of the farm done. So that Zach's done that one. I've got flags over there, and it's gonna get really, really windy here in a little bit. Yesterday we did trees, today we're doing this, so trying to fight the armadillo problem. This one is an old one that kind of had everything sunken in, but there's doubles out there. It's awful.
Alright, back out here today in the field. Got through pushing trees yesterday afternoon, so now we have swapped over to armadillo eradication group. We've been out here since probably 8:30, since we got mats, since we got the water truck situated, got him rolling. We got a list of farms that are notorious for collecting armadillos, and with that comes armadillo holes, or in our case, armadillo tunnels. So me and Kelly have been out here today. She's on the side-by-side. I'm in the planter tractor. And I've got the tried and true chisel plow today. Kelly's going around on the side-by-side. She's marking armadillo holes in the fields, armadillo holes in the fields that we know we regularly get them. And I'm going in behind her with the chisel plow, just kind of busting it up a little bit, filling in the holes. Then I'm going to come back out in the morning with the do-all, smooth all that back up before this front moves in, so that we can have all this smoothed out and hopefully not bust any sprayer tires or tractor tires or row units on the planter going over all these acres this spring.
Most of our bottom fields are the fields that are the worst. Don't know why, but they are. So I'm putting flags down, the ones I find, and then Zach's just trying to see if he can see up high and get those. There are a lot of washouts too, but we're not fixing those. There's really nothing we can do about it. Plus, it is supposed to rain about 2 inches tomorrow night. So the reason the armadillos are so bad is because they burrow down to get the over there in that field, or that part of the field next to that wheat field, there's a couple of them. It's probably gonna be hard to hear today because the wind is so bad. It's supposed to get up to like 30, I think, the next 2 days. And we're supposed to have naders, so. Spring in Tennessee, y'all. Naders, ice, wind, rain. Ugh. And it was 48 yesterday, and today it's supposed to be 80, so. We'll probably all be sick by the weekend.
Here we are on the home stretch of the strip spraying. I've done about 900 out of the 1,000 acres so far. After day, like probably a little less than 1 day. In the meantime, Kelly and Zach have been busy doing other stuff in the field. Yesterday, they went around our fields scouting, getting all the trees cleaned up from the ice storm. And then today, Zach got hooked up to the chisel plow and going around and trying to destroy some armadillo holes, and with any luck actually destroying some armadillos too that are still in the hole, so they don't cause any more problems. I've kind of touched on this in the past, but you know, with all the advances we've made in cover crops and soil health and everything, you know, we've seen a bunch of positive benefits. One of the big downsides we've seen has been the increased presence of armadillos. They just love to eat on all the grubs and everything that flourish in our no-till cover crop system, so our fields are a lot more attractive for a food supply than what my neighbors' fields are, so they tend to flock to our fields, especially the bottoms, for whatever reason. So anyway, after bumping over all these armadillo holes for several years, we finally gotten fed up, and I despise doing tillage. I absolutely hate doing tillage, but in this case we had to do a little bit of tillage. And the reason Zach's using the chisel plow, heck, we haven't hooked up to that chisel plow in probably 10 years. The reason he's using the chisel plow is, for one thing, it's pretty narrow. It's only 15 foot wide. I mean, you got an armadillo hole this wide, you don't want to carry a 25-foot disc and plow up a 25-foot wide spot. So chisel plow is the smallest tillage implement we got, plus it goes a lot deeper than a disc. Hopefully it'll rip down into those burrows and completely fill in the burrows, whereas a disc might just kind of cover it up on top, but you still got the hole in the bottom, and you're still not going to actually fix the hole. And then maybe with any luck, since it's daytime, some of those armadillos in the fresh holes are still burrowed down in there, and maybe we can get rid of them too. But anyway, I got about another solid day of this left to do, and then I'll be done with this project. And then after that, once it dries back out, I'll probably be getting on the dirt pan myself, and don't have any big major projects in the fields, but we do have some few washes to fix, got a few pipes to install on the edges of the fields, just kind of general field maintenance, getting all that ship shape, probably a couple days of that. And then you know, we still got some fertilizer to spread, holding off on that as long as possible, because still not exactly sure on the chicken litter situation. I thought I had the chicken litter locked up, and they hauled out about 500 tons. I was going to need about 1,400 tons total. Anyway, they got about 500 tons hauled out. And then the barns where my chicken litter was coming from got hit with avian flu virus, which is a extremely serious disease. And anyway, those barns have been completely quarantined, nothing going in or out, and I don't know how long that's going to last. Supposedly my chicken litter guys got another line on some litter, but it won't be ready. They won't be cleaning the barns until after April 1st, and we're getting close to planting time, so don't know if I'm going to be able to get all litter spread on my corn ground or not. So I still don't quite know if I'm going to be going with the full rate of my fertilizer prescriptions or the partial rate after subtracting out the value of the chicken litter. Just trying to hold off on that as long as possible. But imagine I'm going to get Zach hooked up to the fertilizer buggy here pretty soon, and we're going to start putting out some more of this high-priced fertilizer.
We got another one. We're up to 18 now. There we go. Wow, that's a good one to show y'all. Look at that. So we're not in there. I don't know. my camera skills are not that great. I'm a still photographer, not a GoPro person, so yeah. This one is a double hole. And you got one there, then you got one over there. So you probably went in there first, found some goodies, decided, well, I'm gonna come back to the all-you-can-eat buffet, come back and do some more damage. So got this big hump of a circle, probably where he first dug his first hole, and then the second one right there. I don't know what their use for is on this earth, but it's causing them to eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet out here, and creating havoc on our equipment. Gotta wear a seatbelt when you spray, seatbelt when you plant, and a seatbelt when you roll it. So that's why we're gonna try and get it, at least the worst of the fields done this year before we plant. So, woo, it's hot in this razor. Woo. But at least the sun came out for a little bit. Really don't know if you can see, we have flags and places that Zach has already gotten everywhere. I have put down 22 flags. Same, there's one right there too. Oh, why are they so bad? I think I'm 100% convinced that there was a family out here. Look at all these flags. Where are they coming from? Armadillo Army. Oh look, there's another one over there. Hold on, go grab another flag because this is my life right now. You guys ever see that show, The Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon comes on and goes, fun with flags? Yeah, but this isn't fun. Oh, here's another one. Fun with flags. All right, I think I found the granddaddy of them all, baby. What in? Look at this. So he went in this way, or she, who knows at this rate. Blew everything up at that side, then decided I'm gonna come back because this is a free buffet, and bam, look at this. I mean, I'm being serious. Someone give me an answer as to what armadillos are good for, other than being called a possum on a half shell. All right, now we've moved to the cotton farms, which have way more cover crops, and look at this. Look at this. My God, I stand down in there, it's gonna be up to my neck. I almost fell it, like, look at that, look. I didn't even see that. That's the problem we're facing right there. I think that's an armadillo hole. They need to dig a tunnel down to hell where they came from. Yo! So we are like low on flags, so now what I'm doing is I'm basically stopping where the hole is, and Zach's just gonna follow behind me. Honestly, with the cover crop being as tall as it is out here, our new scientific way of finding the armadillo holes and me telling Zach, waving a flag and pointing, very scientific. Oh, you want to race, dude? Cool, man, let's race. Race to find more holes. There it is. Yeah, I got him. Over there, so that one, so I'm just like pointing the flag. These are great. Oh, look at that. Let's see if I can put the GoPro in there, see what it can find. Yikes. I bet they're talking on the radio to each other. I don't have a radio. I bet they're saying, oh yeah, I need you to go over here, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, yep, and you need to do this, and he's like, oh, okay, and then Matt's like, no, wait a minute, I'm gonna change my mind, and Zach's like, yep, okay. It's kind of how the conversation's going, probably. So it's gonna get real ugly here in a little while. lunch to Matt, and Zach is on the do-all, so I'm gonna go out to the field and give him this. But today we're supposed to get up to 60-mile-per-hour winds, 80-mile-per-hour. There is a nasty system coming through, as you can see, and talking about down trees and power lines. Don't doubt it. These suckers are moving fast. I love spring in Tennessee. You can have all 4 seasons in.
Ran the chisel plow until about 6:30 last night. Saw that I wasn't going to be able to get over all of the farms that needed to be gotten over before I had enough time to run the do-all to smooth out everywhere that I had been with the chisel plow. So pulled the plug a little early last night so I could get hooked up to the do-all. Was able to run over a few farms where we only had to do small amounts of work on these armadillo holes. So I'm headed out this morning, headed out to Madison County where we stopped last night to get started on smoothing all this dirt work out that I got started on yesterday before this storm comes through. The more we've looked at it on radar, the more we've watched the weatherman, it looks to be quite a bit more severe than what we originally thought it would be a couple days ago. So I'm gonna try to get out here and get all this stuff smoothed out and packed in best we can for this supposedly 2.5 inches of rain comes through about 3 or 4 o'clock today.
This is what it looks like after we've chisel plowed it and then run a do-all over it. Zach's got most of the fields that we did yesterday afternoon and then was working his way back towards the shop in case the rain started. We're still about a couple hours out, but getting a little old school action going. Even running the do-all over it is still chunky because of all the cover crops, so you may have to go over it a few more times, but I'd rather plant into this than plant into armadillo holes where we're damaging equipment and possibly ourselves. So maybe after the rain it'll kind of pat it down a little bit. We'll probably have to run the do-all over all of this again.